played together in some bands together a long time ago. And so JB and I decided we wanted a stoner band, and then we got him involved, but he wrote post-rock, so we kind of merged these into one.
We kind of, first we played in the basement of my parents' house.
Yeah.
And we jammed. He was playing the drums.
Yeah.
And I was doing the guitar, and then the idea was coming up, starting a band again.
And we needed someone who was more musical.
Yeah.
Kinda into songwriting and who had some experience in that, and we knew him from playing bass in a metal band a long time ago, and he was writing some songs post-rocky, and so we kinda reworked them a little bit to make them fit the style we kinda were doing at the time, and then we decided I would go on guitars and he would go on bass and he would go on lead guitars, and then we got Maurits involved, who we knew from another project for drums. And then we looked for a keyboard player for a year and a half, 2 years. And then through someone, ex-roommate, here and there, girlfriend, we got him, Jeppy.
People know people and know people that know people that are looking for a keyboard player in the band.
And he was playing in a Queens of the Stone Age style band, so we were like, that's close enough, get him.
We actually used to have another band name. It was like a work name. It was very long, I'm not gonna say it. Because it was very difficult to pronounce as well, and people were like, oh, what was your band name?
It was one of those classical, very complicated post-rock names.
Explosion,
and we also only used the abbreviation after a year. So it was just TPD. And no one said the full name anymore.
And then we were like, oh, we're bringing out music, we have to get a band name. At that time we all watched the series The 100 on Netflix, which we liked, especially the idea behind the series. And then I came up with, guys, maybe we have to call our band Wanheda, why not? It's short.
It was a joke?
No, it was not.
It started out like kind of joking, and then everyone kind of
There were a few options, but that was the best one. The meaning of the EP came afterwards. First there was the music.
Because we chose Wanheda, which is kind of like a resemblance of man comes to Earth and destroys everything again.
Yeah.
Made sense to like wink to the EP about how we are doing that right now and how that happens right now. And then the order of the songs kind of made a beautiful story of how it's actually happening. So JT came up with most of that, and it worked. It was a good concept to work around. The music spoke kind of for it. So
it's not that we had the idea, I want a post-rock band, we just wanted a band, and the idea was more like stoner, but then we got JV in the band and it evolved to something more posty. And we all liked several bands like Explosions in the Sky, Mogwai, and then we got to know via YouTube If the Streets Could Talk and stuff like that.
Astronaut, this will destroy you.
And then we started to go to Dunk Festival in Zottegem, which is a very nice experience.
Basically I write a riff or something and then I make a whole song out of it.
And sometimes very fast, and then he's like, I have a song.
And usually we sit together and we just take a look at what maybe we can improve somewhere, and then we just go by. But it's his ideas, and we just try and work it out.
We don't need the jams until now because of this genius. We do jam during the rehearsals, and then we're like, yeah, that's nice, we have to write it down.
It sparks a lot of ideas when we do jam, and I think that potentially helps. It can generate a lot of ideas, but in the end, JV writes all the...
In the beginning I wrote crazy stuff, like drums for 4 hands or something. I didn't know how to do it good, and then what I think I got better at it.
Piano pieces for people with rigs for hand.
Yeah, I just write the piano pieces on my guitar. Not on my,
and then they do what they have to do.
And then you rewrite it so that it's playable.
I think every instrument is actually, or everyone is responsible for its own instrument in the end, for your own line, like to make it fit, to make it sound right.
And everybody
like,
has something to say. They can say something if they don't like it. And
to put the proper intonation in there or whatever.
En we hebben merch mee. Wat was al gedaan? Flyers. Flyers.
After a year.
I want to bow, but
After a year, I can hear music.
you haven't heard it all.